Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stream. We have NECC Overwatch 2 playoff quarterfinal action underway shortly here. I am Turbo Juggler 32, joined alongside Hollister, our newest producer. How are you doing tonight, man?
I'm doing pretty good, Turbo. How about you?
I am doing great. I'm ready to see Carthage Red in the playoffs once again. They're making their second straight attempt for a title. Last season, they won the Fall 2023 NECC Midwest Championship. So in that run, they played Purdue Silver in the quarterfinals. They played ISU in the semis, and then they played a grueling finals against Purdue Steel when they won 4-3, coming back from a 3-1 deficit. I mean, that's just incredible to just think about. Yeah, so big expectations for the team tonight. Obviously, they went 7-0. If you pay attention to our social medias, follow us everywhere on Carthage Esports. Yes, so Carthage Red went 7-0, as well as Carthage Black, who is 7-0. Carthage Black is currently playing their game off stream, so we'll get you updates on their game when we can. They're playing number 8. I believe they are playing Saginaw Valley. But for this stream's purposes, Carthage Firebirds Red, the number 2 seed, taking on the number 7 seed Mizzou Club Bengals. And we start off on control for round number 1 of this best of 5. See NECC playing as Widowmaker. The control point is about to unlock.
Shinbone coming in right away, getting the Ana, and Ferocious Pig getting the Genji on the other team. Jumpy Wizard getting the Winston as well.
Let's see what Shinbone's able to do here. Not much. Looking like Mizzou is going to be the first one on the point. Oh my goodness, what a snipe. We're in third person too, by the way, so we saw all of that. Wow.
Oh
and another
God,
snipe,
another one.
This time on Mocha of Mizzou. And Carthage recapping the point right away, and that's exactly what this team's all about, is adaptability. I spoke with CXC a few weeks ago about what has worked for this team, and it's just basically staying to their style of play, not changing too many things up as the matches progress, and that's what we're seeing so far in this one, at least for now. I mean, when they have to adapt, obviously they'll change whenever applicable, but on the surface level, they're just really resilient. That's what's got them this far. Shinbone going off with Genji.
Looks like we got a tank switch up on the other team and a support as well, going Orisa and Kiriko, and actually getting a Juno over with Mocha.
Now, at this point, Mizzou trying to figure out what's going to work. How can they adjust to this dominant powerhouse that is Carthage Firebirds Red, who's won 88% of their total games coming into this matchup. So that's very impressive. When you look at the bracket for the rest of the West Central playoffs, you know, you got teams like MST Gold representing West Central A that's undefeated, a team that Carthage is going to have to look out for if they advance towards the grand finals, but they are just slaughtering Mizzou right now. Shinbone, Jumpy Wizard, and Ferocious Pig getting their licks in.
Got a lot of ults coming up here, I think, in these next couple of fights, I believe.
NECC.
Like
Good high ground. Oh my goodness, a snipe onto Anarchy, the Widowmaker of the Bengals.
Jumpy Wizard getting a pick over on the Tracer, and there's an orbit over from Carthage.
And there's that Hyper Ring. Ferocious Pig does have a Terra Surge. Let's see if he likes to use it. Shinbone, meanwhile, has Dragon Blade, gets 2, gets the tank, and a support. Also gets Blonde, and Carthage going to take the first point of control that quickly. Wow.
Astonishing.
I don't think they could have played that any better than what they just showed us.
I agree right there. They definitely were flanking a lot during that too, which is wonderful, especially from Shinbone, always going on the side.
Yeah, and then just credit to the supports as well, keeping the tank alive and just putting all the pressure on to Mizzou. Gotta give credit to NECC. I think he hit 4 clean snipes in that one control round. I mean,
at least 2 of those were headshots at the beginning.
Oh yeah. Just incredible.
Looks like there might be some character change up over on both sides. NECC going to be going Cassidy, and over on Mizzou, we got Ball for Nyx. We got Sojourn now for Blonde.
I think Mizzou is trying to just throw everything in the kitchen sink, possibly at Carthage. I mean, you know, if You're going against a team that caps the point that quickly and is able to control it for basically the majority of the round. You're going to have to find something that works. And maybe ball is the solution for Mizzou. We'll just have to see.
Possibly ZXC getting a kill on their Juno.
Carthage capturing the point. Jumpy Wizards staying on high alert.
My only suspicion for the ball is to flank towards their backline, Carthage's backline, to get rid of the support, since Kiriko and Juno are really able to suffice for themselves on their own.
It'll make it even more challenging for Mizzou to
Shinbone
flank
on
the
other
backline.
side.
Oh my
Shinbone
goodness,
getting a dash in on
wow.
the Sojourn.
Diving right in. Point is contested. Mizzou is going to try to do something here. NECC with the ball. Going to have to retreat. A little bit low on the HP. All right, they're looking to recapture it. Ferocious pick. Trying to get a solo pick. ZXC gets a concussion grenade pick onto Creon.
Shinbone getting Juno, but then dying to Sojourn's energy ball. Diva Online getting Sojourn on the other team as well.
Might be
Cassidy
hiding
almost
somewhere.
ZXC.
Carthage about 43% of the way toward winning control here. See if Mizzou gets a little more aggressive with this next team fight, because the team fights are going to be crucial, because if Carthage wins this next control round, they win the map. So Mizzou cannot be passive, but also you just can't let Shinbone in your backline. Shinbone reflecting all the projectiles. Facing ball. He does not care. He's still alive.
Saved by the Kiriko.
Oh my goodness.
Killing the ball.
Oh my goodness. Diva Online, the real MVP behind that play. And the greatest thing about that, Hollister, is that Shinbone has Dragon Blade available still. All 5 ultimates available for Carthage. I just gotta sit and wait here.
Orbit coming down on Carthage's side.
Jumpy Wizard. Wow.
Ball over on the point.
Might be all she wrote as far as control goes. Oh, there is one contesting. That is NECC. Oh no!
My God, this spear.
Almost met his fate, but almost met his fate in the void, but he met his fate anyway. And Carthage taking map 1 of control in dominant fashion against Mizzou.
I'm astonished by Shinbone's flanks. I hope he's get played this time. There
it is. Shinbone coming in with the play of the game off of that quick map 1. It's 1 Dragon Blade pick. I mean, his presence on the battlefield is just unmatched. I mean, you can't get much better than what we're seeing out of Shinbone. I mean, he's just a generational player, and we are so lucky to have him.
I agree. I mean, those amazing flanks at the end, and especially being caught in that room over on the well, and then the Kiriko coming in to save him, caught me by absolute surprise. I thought that there might have been a pick right there that Mizzou was going to take over the point.
Yeah, and again, it just goes through the resiliency and the trust factor that Carthage Red has as a team that really sets them apart from their competition. But we'll see if they can keep up this trend for map 2. We will take a quick intermission break. All right, ladies and gentlemen, back with map number 2 of this NECC Overwatch 2 playoff quarterfinal, featuring number 7 Mizzou Club Bengals versus the number 2 Carthage Firebirds Red. If you missed map 1, Carthage won 2-0 in control over Mizzou, absolutely dominating the point from start to finish.
I agree on that part. A lot of flanks over on that first map. Control, I believe it was, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
So now we're going to be having escort over on Shambali Monastery with Carthage on defense first, having an Orisa, an Ashe, Genji, Juno, and Kiriko.
Yep, and we'll see what Carthage is able to do first on the defending side of escorts, as we are in map 2 of the format.
You know, personally, on Shambali, mainly when I'm on defense, I usually like to play with a friend or two and then just sit on top and play Bastion. Always just like to sit up on top. He's got good damage, especially in turret form, especially against all the tanks, so it's really fun.
I remember vividly the spot that Ferocious Pig is standing in on this map. Myself and Blaze casted a Week 5 match that this team faced against Valpo in Week 5. I mean, it was an amazing game. Best of 5 went the full distance. Carthage held out right here on defense for escort. It was insane to watch.
We're going to see how Carthage does over here, though. Genji in the back line. Oh my god,
CXC
getting a pick on Genji.
My goodness.
Mizzou. Doing heavy damage to the Orisa right now. Orisa deflecting. Oh my god, Ferocious Pig getting their Orisa.
Little tank on tank crime there.
Now we got a Genji duo over on the side while also getting sabotaged by the Ashe.
Yep, and that's a great way to play against a Genji. Get a Genji of your own. Mizzou wants to make sure they can match the firepower that Carthage Red is dishing out. Shinbone looking to sneak around the map here. Try it not to get spotted. Shout out to Phoenix, who's in chat. Roll Birds, indeed.
Thank you for joining us, Phoenix. Glad to have you, man.
Always a pleasure to have him cast our Overwatch games. It's a phenomenal caster.
Ferocious
He's really
getting the Zenyatta.
coming to his own.
Shinbone in the background. Orbital from Mizzou. Gonna try to make a move right there. Orbit from Jumpy Wizard.
I see that Diva Online does have the Kitsune Rush. CXC does
Getting
have
one,
Bob
getting
available.
two,
Wow,
getting
three! Good, great, awesome, outstanding, amazing!
Jumpy Wizard finishing off the Orisa.
From Shinbone, had the pull
Just
out.
Zenyatta. Oh.
Wow.
But no kill, sadly. Oh, never mind.
Aye,
Ferocious Pig getting
Ferocious
the
Pig.
Zenyatta. There we go. So close to a team kill. Unfortunate.
Oh my goodness, Shinbone doing Shinbone things. What else could we expect? Still got Dragon Blade available. Mizzou is close to the first choke point in escort here.
Feeling a lot of ults are possibly going to be coming out here. Shinbone looks like he's going to get a backside. Oh, but gets spotted by the Zenyatta. Terra
Surge.
Ferocious.
Oh, there's Bob.
Bobbin from ZXE. Was able to pull out Transcendence from Mizzou.
Dynamite doesn't reach anybody. Shinbone reflecting projectiles. Doesn't reflect the Dynamite. That's hard to reflect. Does grab the health canister, though.
Kitsune
He's
Rush
diving right in with the Dragon Blade.
What are we going to make right here? We got one. We got two. Oh, no. Two from Ferocious Pig.
We got, oh, it misses
Oh, come
Blonde.
on.
Okay, gets him anyway.
Oh, Son of Gary getting Jumpy Wizard and Ferocious Pig with ZXC coming back on their Orisa and getting them as well. Just Bob out
Carthage
there.
might have to fall back here without the tank.
ZXC finishing off
But
the Genji.
they do get Son of Gary out, so maybe Carthage can stay on this payload a little bit longer. Shout out to our director of esports, Coach Roberts, in the chat. Let's go Firebirds indeed.
Doing amazing already. Let's keep at it.
Diva Online is going to get the elimination.
Oh,
on the
and there's a
blonde
dash
Shinbone.
already.
Just
That's
diving in for
Jumpy
these
Wizard getting the
eliminations. My goodness.
Ferocious Pig getting their Genji. The Orisa going in, but dying to Ferocious Pig. That is a team kill right there.
That is a team kill.
And that is the first round.
Wow, first round complete. 0 points on the side of Mizzou.
Almost getting there, though, so it's going to be a little bit tough on that chokehold point.
Yep. We'll see what Carthage can do on the attacking side. I mean, they only really need to get 1 point, but we know this team. We know they're going to try and push this the full distance.
Absolutely.
Maximum effort always being put in by the team. Every single member just comes together so nicely. That's what's gotten them to their undefeated regular season 7-0, and you know, another run at the playoffs in a different division this time.
We're about to see heroes get chosen. Ferocious
Hanzo.
Pig back on Orisa. ZXC changing up to Hanzo. Shinbon on Genji. Jumpy on Juno. Diva Online is staying on Kiriko. And on the other side, we have a lot of switches. We got Sigma for Son of Gary. Blonde is on Sojourn. Anarchy is on Sim. Creon is on Bap. Mocha is on Juno. And actually switch back over to Orisa for Son of Gary.
Yeah, again, Mizzou just on their heels at this point. They haven't really gotten any momentum their way. And, you know, that's just because Carthage is able to, you know, sniff out what the Bengals are trying to do with their comps. And when you get to a certain point where you don't know exactly what's going to work, the mental gets affected. And when that gets affected, things go wrong. But if you're in Mizzou's position, you have to just find a way to keep chugging along. Just find the weakness in your opponent.
I agree. Actually, we had a switch on our team, too. ZXC is actually going for Widowmaker. He cannot pick which sniper he wants to be going for.
No. All we know is he just wants to snipe, and, you know.
Maybe
Oh, well.
Oh, my.
Son of Gary is not having any of that.
Ash, on the other hand. Ferocious Pig going into the back line. Taking some damage from the Symmetra turrets, though.
Mizzou just trying to fight fire with fire here.
Oh, Ferocious Pig getting the Sojourn. Attempting to... Oh, Shinbone getting the Juno.
Yeah, and it's just the fact that they're able to isolate the Orisa from Mizzou when they're trying to attack the DPSs and the supports in the backline. That's another difference that I'm seeing between Carthage and Mizzou.
Anarchy getting Shinbone, but Ferocious Pig getting Son of Gary.
ZXC is eagerly waiting to peek. We see a Doom come out from Son of Gary. Ferocious Pig taking out Blonde.
Protect the point. Oh, Shinbone getting a pick on the Juno. Ferocious Pig getting it on Baptiste.
Shinbone a little quiet, but he's back.
And there's the Doomfist,
No,
and that's already
3K.
2. Okay.
Carthage is going to win Escort. That'll put them up 2-0 in the series.
I might have just say Shinbone again for play of the game. That's what I'd be feeling.
He's like Justin Timberlake, ladies and gentlemen. He had a feeling inside his bones. And he was correct. Shinbone. Masterful. Yeah, really, this has just been a collaborative effort by every single player on the team when it goes from the supports to the DPS to the tank. I mean, without our supports, none of this is possible.
Exactly.
I mean, we know Overwatch is a game where it is a team game specifically.
Supports means, especially like me myself as being one, I know that it takes a lot of necessity for to keep everybody up, because you got to keep some people up who are in the back, some who are up our front.
Right.
Ferocious Pig last round, especially going into that backline game, that Baptiste helped out a lot. So.
Yeah, indeed. Alrighty, we'll take a quick intermission break. We'll be back for map number 3. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back from intermission break, about to start map number 3. If you missed out on map number 2, Carthage won Escort against Mizzou, taking a 2-0 series lead. I mean, it's just been domination all night long.
Amazing second round in Shimbali, especially, like I said before, in the first round, Shinbone definitely going on the side, getting a bunch of dashes and getting the back line. Helped out a lot.
Yeah, indeed. And Ferocious Pig having confidence to charge into that back line with the supports as well as Shinbone behind him. I mean, this team is just playing at an elite level right now, and we're in the start of the playoffs, but I mean, this team is looking for their second straight championship, and they're showing qualities of making that happen.
I believe that'll happen right here, especially on this third map, which is actually going to be Esperanza.
Yep. And both teams will have to push a robot.
Looks like for team comps, we got Ferocious Pig on Arista still, ZXC going back to Ash, Shinbone, Genji, Jumpy is on Juno, Div's on Lon and Kiriko. Mizzou's got Ball again, Blonde is going on to Genji, Anarchy is on Tracer, Creon is going to Lucio, and Mocha is going to Moira.
So I think we know what Mizzou wants to do here. They want to establish the flanking game, and they want to make sure they have that advantage, because at this point,
did that.
At this point, if they lose map 3, the series is Carthage all the way through. So, and they're taking out Ferocious Pig. All right, so this is a little bit more aggression that we haven't seen from Mizzou pretty much all series long, I think. And they're pushing the robot. They get first dibs.
Creon definitely had it on Shinbone, I believe, on that first one with the Genji. So they were able to get that first stagger for Carthage and able to take the bot ahead. But we got Ferocious Pig changing into Doomfist, ZXC going to Echo.
Let's see what Ferocious Pig can do as Doomfist. ZXC's going on Echo. I haven't seen him play Echo in quite some time. He's very methodical in the way he plays Echo. So that's refreshing to see Ferocious Pig actually getting a 2K with Doomfist. Wow.
Unfortunately getting away though, but that's all right.
We've got the robots. Carthage up to about 12 meters and counting here. Shinbone switching to Tracer to match Anarchy's playstyle. Jumpy Wizard playing Lucio. Robot currently contested. Ferocious Pig gonna take out Blonde.
Jumpy Wizard booping the Tracer. ZXC getting a beam kill on Lucio. Doomfist going into the line trying to get their Kiriko.
He's got a Meteor Strike, so Mizzou's gonna have to watch out. That Kiriko trying to go away. Mocha's not able to escape.
And ZXC's over on point, which is wonderful.
Tried to do a little bit of Russell Wilson dancing outside of the pocket was Mocha, but unfortunately not able to be successful in that attempt. But
so
you're gonna have to regroup.
The forward spawn for Carthage. Duplication.
Back up.
Had a duplication. ZXC
for Tracer.
But a beat just came out for Mizzou. Ferocious Pig is taking the bot back, trying to separate their team up a bit. Is he going to get the first point? Oh, it's going to keep going ahead, so they're going to keep the front spawn.
Wow. Absolutely outplayed Mizzou right there with Ferocious Pig. That's smart. They're right on that point, too. The Meteor Strike coming out. Is it going to land?
Oh.
It does, but it barely takes off any health of Genji.
Oh, the recall saved the Tracer right there. Never mind Shinbone coming
Shinbone just knows how to melee with Tracer. I mean, you know, just going back in time.
DXC getting a pick over on the Lucio.
Gotta say, for Cast 150, this has been pretty entertaining to see our team do well in Overwatch in the playoffs.
Oh my god, Ferocious Pig getting a slam down on the Tracer.
More on 150 later on in the broadcast. We'll focus on this first. Shinbone does have the Pulse Bomb to his disposal in case if things go haywire. There's the pulse
Unfortunately
bomb.
missing
No,
on the
not gonna
Lucio.
hit
Kitsune
anyway.
rushes coming from both teams.
Oh, the minefield from Son of Gary. Let's see if that affects Carthage. Probably won't affect
getting
CXC.
the
He's just going in the
Lucio.
air.
Oh, Jumpy Wizard
Is
switching
it a bird?
to
Is it a
Lucio
plane?
and getting
No,
the
it's
chaser.
CXC. Jumpy Wizard trying to hold off.
CXC getting a
Somehow still
sticky
alive.
bomb pick on the Genji. Ferocious Pig slamming in on the Kiriko.
CXC does have the copy available. Carthage is just moving this
ZXC, another
robot
beam on the Tracer.
every which way they want to. CXC getting some poke damage. Has that duplication ability still available.
Shinbone sitting in the back line. No one's got
How
a
do
clue.
they not know?
No one's got a clue.
What? He was sitting there
Trying
at
to get
least
the
for a
tracer.
good
No
5
dice,
seconds. Oh my goodness.
Able to get the Winston though? Oh, Ferocious Pig is going to get the Winston.
Shinbone trying to get the... Oh, the Genji goes in
He's
spawn.
going back into spawn. Oh, but he still got him.
Wow. And that might be the dagger for Carthage.
Lucio,
Red here.
Lucio.
Oh, contest. And it's done.
And that's the third game.
That is the third map going to Carthage. And they will be advancing to the semifinals to take on either the Washtenaw Wolfpack, who they beat previously in the season, or the Oklahoma Christian Eagles on the side of West Central A, who are 6-1 on the season. They finished second in West Central A, so we'll have to see who Carthage Red plays next Friday on stream, but wow.
I'm at a loss for words.
I'm at a loss for words as well.
I mean,
It's just unbelievable. This team just clicks and they don't stop clicking.
no, not at all. Especially like all that echo swap too and everything that helped out a lot. Especially they didn't really have that much of hit scan. Especially going, what was it, Tracer and Genji?
Yes.
Yes, it was. That definitely took a turn on them. And then the ball was just tried rolling around, but it was no dice for them.
Yeah, and this is an opportunity for them to get comfortable within the playoffs because, you know, you look at the teams that they might be playing. We talked about Oklahoma Christian coming in at 6-1. We talked about Washtenaw, who they beat comfortably in the regular season. But, you know, you never know when the teams, you know, are going to be able to learn and adapt to your play style the second time they face you.
Exactly.
I
remember Washtenaw was it was not that bad of a match. I don't remember Oklahoma, correct?
They're in the other side, so we did
they're
not
on
play.
the other side.
Yeah, so it's a complete mixed bag for them. I mean, record-wise, they are pretty strong, so we'll have to see how they fare. We'll have to see the result of that matchup as well. And then you look at the upper bracket, you got teams like Tiffin University, who we hold a head-to-head tiebreaker against, as well as Indiana Hoosiers, but you have Kansas State, who's 5-2, and then you have MST Gold, who's undefeated on the other side of West Central. So Carthage is going to have some tough competition within the semifinals, and if they make it to the grand finals, so
MST is definitely going to give them some
Yeah.
competition overall.
yeah,
So
we
I'm
are
excited to see that.
we are in line for some cinema for next week, and as well as 2 weeks for finals on December 6th. But we will be taking an intermission break for a post-game interview. Stick around. Alrighty, we are back from intermission break for a post-game interview. Today we have Jumpy Wizard, the amazing support from the Carthage Firebirds Red Overwatch team. How are you feeling after that match?
Thank you, and I'm feeling pretty good. We hard rolled them. I can't lie. Not much they could do.
Roll birds, right?
Roll birds.
So,
exactly.
what was the prep going into the quarterfinals this year? I mean, obviously last year we talked about you guys going all the way to the championship, but
Yeah.
what was different about the preparation going in this year with the new additions of Diva Online and Ferocious Pig?
So Diva Online, she played a little bit more different characters than NECC did,
Mhm.
and they gave us just more flexibility overall. And then on top of that, we no longer had a ball one trick,
Right.
which was wonderful. And no hate to Lunar Synergy, but
We love you, Lunar.
we do. We love you, Will. But no, we just been practicing a lot of ball. Oh my god, Orisa, like a lot of hard Orisa comps, and we also pull out the dive, but only on certain maps.
Nice.
Yeah.
So, obviously this was a matchup where we handled it pretty well, but there were times where you guys had to sort of switch out the heroes from the roster as Mizzou was trying to get their footing in the matchup, especially on push. So, what was the main thing that made you guys make those changes?
So just to focus on push specifically, we didn't expect them to come out on such a hard dive like that.
Mm.
And we said before the match, if they're on dive, switch. And the second we lost the first fight, we immediately switched to dive, and it rolled. So
And that goes to you guys' adaptability. I mean, you guys can adapt on the fly, and that's what's
Yeah.
going to take you guys farther into the playoffs. And the final question I have for you, Jumpy Wizard, is what are you guys looking to do in the semifinals and the grand finals if you guys make it there?
well, obviously win,
Yes.
but more so I feel we're looking for taking more off angles, and then on top of that, we're going to push ourselves to do better than we've been doing in our previous games, although we're doing quite well anyways.
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, you
Yeah.
guys, some of the teams on the other side of the West Central Division are pretty tough. I mean, Oklahoma Christian 6-1. You got MST at 7-0, but I think everybody here in this room and at Carthage believes in you guys to
Yeah.
win 2 championships in a row.
Yeah, I hope so. Maybe we can get our second ring.
We shall see. Alrighty, that's it for me for the post-game interview. We'll take a quick intermission break. We might be streaming Carthage Black. We're not sure yet, but stick around and find out. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I have been informed that Carthage Black and Carthage Red have advanced to the semifinals, so hats off for them. Ending the stream tonight, I will be commemorating my 150th broadcast for esports of all time. I mean, this is just incredible. Just looking at this number, being able to say that I've gotten to cast 150 times for esports is incredible. I mean, this journey started back in spring of 2021, technically, when Horlick's esports coach, Greg Smith, gave me an opportunity to cast Rocket League games. And, at that moment, I didn't really know that's what I wanted to do. But, as soon as I carved out the hard work, put everything together into a portfolio, and signed with the Wisconsin High School Esports Association, I knew that this was going to be a potential career path for me. I had the passion developing over the span of a few years. And I just would like to thank real quick the Wisconsin High School Esports Association, Carthage, Midwest Star 6, and Great Lakes Collegiate Rocket League, all of them together combined to form this magic number of 150 games. It's just absolutely astonishing for me as a kid born with hydrocephalus to be able to do a career like this. Doctors told me that I wouldn't be able to walk or talk, and the support that I've gotten over the last few years has been absolutely incredible, from bosses to colleagues, co-casters, friends, family. Like, everybody has just come together to support what I've been passionate about since I was little, and that's being an NFL broadcaster in the future. So this is definitely a step towards that. And there's going to be many more esports streams to come. Don't worry. I'm only a sophomore here at Carthage. So, I mean, got the spring semester for sophomore year. You got junior year. You got senior year. So there's a lot left to be desired. And, totaling out this 150 game count, 111 of them solely have come from the Wisconsin High School Esports Association. I mean, Mike Dolly gave me the chance to, live out a passion of being a Rocket League commentator for them for a couple of years. So many memorable memories, seeing Waukesha, teams like Waukesha South going undefeated, winning Rocket League Gold, seeing my best friend Blaze make it to state with Horlick. And I got to shout him out as well, because he's one of the main contributors for me to actually being in esports right now. If it wasn't for him, I probably wouldn't be as active in the esports scene and really know the fundamentals of what it is. Because, you look at esports and you're like, oh, it's just video games. But no, there are career paths being developed in this field. This is such a young field that's, overlooked by the older generation, because they just cling to the stereotype of, oh yeah, it's just video games. What's the real benefit to it? But, you see just on our streams alone here at Carthage, our teams are battle tested. They practice just like sports athletes. They care about this sport, and that's what I love, and I care about it as well. So it's just a beautiful thing, and esports has been a part of my life now for about 3 years. So if that doesn't show you dedication, I don't know what does. But yeah, casting 111 games for Wasilla in general is just phenomenal. And you go over to Carthage, and that's a great story as well, because my choice to come to Carthage was heavily influenced, by this very arena right here. And it was May 14th, 2022, casting Horlick versus Case's Rocket League playoff game. And the moment I sat with Flair, our great Rocket League player, and just being able to cast in this room, the atmosphere was just absolutely incredible. And, when I left the arena that day, I'm like, yes, this is my destination. And obviously want to be a communication major, try to learn things about journalism and stuff like that, try to get towards that dream job of the NFL broadcaster. And, with a good head on my shoulders, a good perspective, I'm confident I can reach that. And with the support from everybody around me as well, I can reach it as well. And I want to thank Great Lakes Collegiate Rocket League as well, specifically Brendan Bub Miller, who gave me the chance to go over to Great Lakes Collegiate Rocket League to cast Rocket League for another Rocket League organization. They have a great program there. Their stats team is great. Their Rocket League teams are amazing. And then we got Midwest Star 6 was the newest adventure for this career path. being able to finally cast Rainbow Six Siege was, a dream come true. I always watched Parker Kai and Kickstar on the good old days of Rainbow Six Pro League, so that was amazing to finally get that opportunity with them. And I'll be back with them soon as they're getting to the nitty-gritty of their playoffs, so you'll see me there very soon. You'll obviously see me here next week for Overwatch's playoff push for Carthage Red and maybe even Carthage Black if we get time to stream that game next week. But yeah, just in general, being able to demonstrate hard work in such a young craft of esports and having, this many games called in a span of 3 years is absolutely incredible. I would like to thank my family, my friends, every single person who has been involved in my development in esports. There's a long laundry list of names, and if I just go by names, I know I'm going to miss one, and somebody might get offended. So I'm just going to say broadly, thank you to every single person that has, helped guide me through this journey. And, if you would have told me during COVID that I would have been able to do something great like this, something unique, I would have said you're nuts, because I wanted to go in something more journalist heavy. But as soon as I found this and found the ability to incorporate those journalistic strategies in this, the game changed. And that's really just the ultimate point here, is that with dedication and hard work, you can do anything that you want. And if you're a person listening to this broadcast and you're like, oh, what do I want to do in life? Just go with your heart. Be you at all times. Never change for anybody. Never change for anybody's opinion. Never let anybody tell you you can't do something, because, ladies and gentlemen, you can do it. And with that being said, I would like to thank everybody for watching tonight's stream. And once again, thank you to everybody who has commemorated my 150th cast. And also as well, you see the 150 here, but if you turn this thing around, hold on a second, turn this thing around. This is my grandfather. Unfortunately, he passed away 9 years ago, so he is not here in the present time. But you know what, ladies and gentlemen, he's right here, and he's right here. He's always going to be right here. And my late great uncle as well, he's always here too. All of our, loved ones that we do not see anymore are always with us. And I wanted to bring this in today to just, remind myself that he is always here with me, and everybody is always here with me in here, or even on here. So that's my message to you all is, just care about your loved ones, tell them you love them, and, just know that even if they're not here with you, they're always here to support. And with that, I will be ending the stream. So thank you guys for tuning in to tonight's stream. Be back on Tuesday for League of Legends playoffs, and back on next Friday for Overwatch semifinals. Take care, everybody. Good night.